18 People Street, downtown Corpus Christi, Suite 110, here at Rad Associates with the CEO, CFO, physical trainer, meal prepper, all that. That's right, Felicia Gomez Simpson. How you doing, Felicia?
Good, good, good.
All right. I also got my man, the photographer here. You want somebody to shoot you up? Holler at my man. You know, Rudy, in the host of Junior.
Yeah.
Man, this is really cool. You know, I'm so excited. Me and Rudy were just talking about hackers and stuff going on. Well,
But I have a story.
come on.
I was waiting.
Oh, okay.
come on.
So I follow this news anchor chick. She's super funny on TikTok, and she was like, you know, she does like the news of the day or like the hack of the day kind of thing. And she was like, you know, telling everybody on TikTok, there's this Fortune 500 company that has like this program that's supposed to keep all your information so secure, like there's no way you can get hacked. It secures your social security number to the point where the CFO was like, you know what, I'm gonna give the public my social security number and I'm not gonna get hacked. Hell no, he literally on national TV gives out his social security number and he doesn't get identity theft not one or two or three times, but 13 times.
13 times.
13 times. He got his identity stolen within that time frame.
I'm bringing all my cousins from Mexico.
Listen to this. But listen. So he got hacked 13 times, but he was selling a product that was supposed to secure your social security number and stuff, right? Now he has to pay like millions in false advertising.
Yeah, backtracking.
So, because he did that and went on national TV and was like, this is my social and nobody's going to be able to hack me. And then he got hacked not once, not twice, but 13 times. Now it's a false advertisement and he has to pay millions.
That's crazy.
And retribution.
That's crazy.
But that sucks, right? It's like he was so confident.
I don't know if I would just be like, hey, I would never give out my social security. I'd be like, probably give out the person I don't like. I'd be like,
why would, any product you would secure. Honestly, but why give them your social security number?
Yeah.
Just make it easy.
Like I would just say, you know, we're doing a trial run and, you know, these many people, you know, do it like a testing. Yeah. Don't like just say, oh, I back my product so much that I'm going to give you my social. Oh, he got stolen 13 times.
The half-life, the one with the little lock for the data. But I mean, we live in a world where once you put anything out there, it's out there.
Look, to me, it's just like where somebody works at anywhere, okay? Where you work with the Pentagon, say you work with a private corporation, that how people that have certain skills, you know, that certain skills to hack into that, you know, or they is a sniper. Whatever it is, my point being is that there's always somebody that's watching you now because there's more people and they're learning more. You know, you put stuff out there how to do that, people are going to grasp onto it and they're going to use it, they're going to try it. Because they figure, what I got to lose? All the different profiles you were telling me, how you can change your face, your voice and everything. You know, even with just you, with makeup, modeling. You know, a woman can come in here, you can hook her up, she go wipe her face with a wipey, and wow.
You got that right.
That's how I look in the morning, Mr. Wendell. An hour before you got here, I was a mess.
I'll be like, hey, you left your face on my pillow.
No, but it's true. I mean,
and it's kind of scary because I did ask that question, you know, and for those that I tag into and anybody that see this, what were you doing, or how old were you, and what were you doing at Y2K when the year 2000 hit? Because, you know, those are the 90 babies, the 80 babies, then come to the 90s. You got all these gadgets coming to big birds. You can go call somebody, oh, so-and-so, you go to the telephone booth. How many of y'all been in a telephone booth?
I was, like, really lucky that my dad was in technology, and that was his job, you know? So he worked with, like, Cambridge's technology. So when cell phones came out, we had that big phone that you carried in a pouch. We had the first flip phone. Like, I was the kid that got the cell phone before my friends got phones. But that's because my dad worked in technology, and so he had access to those things.
Right.
And that's computers, cool. We always had a computer. We always had the top-of-the-line things, like, as far as technology goes, because of my dad. But think about it. Technology's advanced so much that now he's in his 60s, and he's like, can you help me figure out my phone?
The tables are swapped.
Yeah. Can you help me with, like, on the tablet? Like, how do I do the app?
Yeah.
Like, show me how my crypto is doing. You know, and it's like, Dad, it's like right there. I remember.
Believe in the numbers.
like we had nice things, and we always had, we were
Yeah.
always like on top of that trend, and then now it's reverse roles.
Yeah. It's really something because I go to the point where it's my youngest grandson, that's 2, he has a tablet.
Yeah.
I can barely operate my cricket phone.
See, roles.
You feel me?
But they know how to find that
But
YouTube.
they know how to find the YouTube.
Yeah.
Or there's certain shows that they like.
Yeah.
They advance more, which is really good. I think it's really good. Now, some people that don't have that, but nowadays everybody got to have now. A lot of people think that everybody have a laptop or computer in their home.
At least one.
At least one, and I know
Well,
I don't. I wasn't like that.
I'll tell you right now that Flower Bluff schools just passed this Chromebook thing that any kid that doesn't have access to a computer at home, they issue out a Chromebook.
Oh yeah, for they'll give them to the.
Okay, well they
every
should.
Kid,
They should.
Every kid can get a Chromebook now.
That was during the pandemic because when they couldn't have the kids in the schools,
Okay,
they're like, how do we reach the kids?
But it's still it's a new thing because we just got an email saying like any kid now, like even if you have a computer at home, but if you have multiple students in one home, that student can still get a Chromebook.
That's good. They're doing
That's
programs
badass.
like that.
Yeah.
That's really good. They should do it. Don't tell me you don't have the money. I don't like to hear that word
They
anymore. About
don't even. It doesn't
that-
even matter
that
on income. It's
money.
just If you don't have one,
If
Don't
you
give
need
me
one,
one.
you can get
Yeah,
one.
get it.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. So
Yeah.
go out there and get that if you need it.
exactly. We need to utilize all of the
Resources
resources
that
that,
you
we
have
have.
available.
Since you brought
Especially
that
for
up
our
about
kids.
Flower Bluff, what was going on yesterday? Didn't they have a lockdown?
Oh my gosh! So like we've had some like crazy things in these last couple of weeks. But yeah, they had a threat to the intermediate. That there was a gun or whatever.
Yeah.
So they shut campuses down.
Yeah.
But once
But then once everything confirmed,
it
they
was
left
just
it
a
in.
prank.
At the
Right.
school?
Yep.
Now see, that's one thing.
But they
about
locked down
technology.
everything.
That's
Yeah,
another
'cause you
thing
can't
about
play
it.
around. I mean, you want to take full measures.
That's right.
Because-
And now that's the reason why they are making campuses so is they're like in a block where they can shut everything down, any gate or stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken now,
Yep.
these new high schools, because they don't want inside or out, but you also can't get out. But suppose that person is inside and you still can't get out. I'm just saying how everything is, and for this to be a prank and not a prank, y'all know who did this prank? Don't say that you can't.
Yeah.
Nowadays, because there's too many cameras everywhere,
I don't
too
know.
many more, so
Cameras,
the
people are
technology is very
watching.
high.
Well, that's
so-
like that kid that supposedly went missing a couple weeks ago on Graham.
Oh yeah, did they find him?
He went, yeah, later that day. He went to school with my kids. Like, they had the SWAT and all
They were
this
walking
shit
the
all
fields.
day long. And then this kid comes up and they're like, oh, he's being reunited with his family. And that was the end of the story.
That's it.
And it's like his mom's military, so we know that whatever, it's swept under the rug. Because I'm pretty sure that kid ran away, and I'm pretty sure that there was no repercussions for him having like the whole SWAT fucking team there. And
Yeah.
I think
That's
he
when
should
you
have
call
been.
the SWAT,
dollars.
And if you're
just
not gonna,
like-
if you're gonna call everybody
Like
and the
that.
media,
Oh.
and your kid's missing, and it hasn't even been 24 hours,
That's
Yeah, 'cause
right.
they
you
usually
should go
make
back
wait.
to the media and tell them exactly what happened. We should know.
Yeah.
We were all worried. You wanted us all
Because
looking for
somebody's
your
paying
kid.
for that.
But
You
then
bring
they
up the
find the
SWAT,
kid.
any emergency response team.
Yeah, and don't tell
who's
anybody.
paying for that?
You
And
know?
they don't tell anybody like what happened. Like, and I think that they didn't tell anybody because the kid was being mischievous, and and he didn't even get in trouble. He's still at school doing whatever the hell he wants, and I can tell you because Sam's kid's friends with them,
Yeah.
and it's like if you're gonna have a whole SWAT within less than 24 hours, and there's little girls missing for the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and like, where
and
was the
nobody
SWAT
got
for them?
exactly.
Yeah.
Where was the?
Tell me.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good point. That's a good point. And you look, well, they tell me.
And he was a 16-year-old kid. That's an 11-year-old girl missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody's child, somebody's daughter, grandkid.
And they were putting
all
that
of
on the feed,
brother.
like, why are y'all looking for a grown boy
I
right
remember
now?
seeing
When
it.
we've had kids that have been missing, you
From
know what I
men
mean?
that are
And
younger.
then by 6:30 that evening, they're
Here's the
reuniting him with his family, and then you don't hear anything else about it. And it's like, yeah, because that kid ran away.
Mhm.
Y'all
There's
got
more to the story.
paranoid. Yeah, and now
We don't want to get embarrassed. We're going to embarrass. Well,
We need
Yeah.
the juicy details. That's what we need.
Well, if you're gonna go to the media and put it out there, though,
Yeah.
and the rest of us were looking for him or worried, or our kids were worried,
Yeah.
and then nothing.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, it was because he was being
Yeah.
mischievous, and they don't want to be embarrassed. It's insane.
Oh,
Flower Bluff,
my
America, right there.
There you go.
Strong.
Man, real little thing that the Southside apartment complex is getting sued by this 20-year veteran of the police department because he went ahead and got shot. Because the people that have been doing certain things or domestic violence reports, they know that they should have been evicted. You know these things are going on. So for $1 million, and after Marabella, it's called the complex, the watercolor apartments, well, it used to be the Marabella apartments right there at Carrickville and Weber.
Oh my gosh, I lived across that. That's where my house got robbed when I finally moved back to the Bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
you know,
can see how that.
and police officer, which is, it's right, you know, I guess within his right. How much he's gonna get, I don't know. But he had a point there that they knew this family always had constant cause of domestic violence. And if you don't evict them, you know, then you put other people, they keep having problems. You put lives in danger, and that's what happened. You know, when he got shot.
$1 million, huh? $1 million.
$1 million. That's what he's suing the phone company.
I mean, shoot my pinky toe off, please. I don't need it. Take one.
I hear about this Merle Lynch guy. He was a big time executive, but he got fired because him and the son went to the smoothie place. This happened in Connecticut, and I guess he didn't tell the people that was making the smoothie because it had peanut base in it. Some people are allergic to peanut butter.
Allergy.
Okay, and he didn't tell them that. Well, you should have, sir, because now they say this kid had an allergic reaction. So dad came back up there, boom, to calling people racial names. Not they were black, it could have been immigrants or whatever.
Color, don't matter.
You know, don't matter. But he came up there and threatened them. And after 20 years, you went up there and they had this going viral, man. They had this going viral, and he lost his job because of his actions toward what happened. Now, I can see as a parent, you're upset. Something happened to your child.
Yeah, if
but
he
just
died.
remember, you know, he didn't die, just had the allergy. Glad they got him to, you know, emergencies
But
fast
it's also
enough.
the parent's responsibility when you go order food if your child has a food allergy, to look at the menu and ask questions.
Yeah, and ask questions.
I mean, one of our models has a food allergy, Nero, a peanut allergy. So anywhere he goes to eat, he has to ask, do you cook with peanut oil?
Yeah.
Do you cook with this?
Yeah.
And what do you not cook with?
Yeah.
Like that. You know, and it ends up
There's
with a
nothing wrong with
salad.
that.
Yeah, no nuts for me.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the parent's responsibility to look at the menu.
Goodness.
Yeah, you'll see that though. Like something may contain nuts, you know.
Or raw fish parts, or
and it just trips out because when I go to the news feed, I see certain things that just trips me out, like these Karen charades that's going on.
Oh, that's a big thing now. That's like the thing.
I don't know if they're really staging this or whatever, but you know, some are kind of authentic, you know. And so this lady, did you know it's not against the law? You can go in the store, grab something, you can eat it. You can eat it up. You know, long you don't leave, you can, and long you don't leave, but long you pay for it while you're in the store before you leave, it's not against the law to pick something else and eat it in the store.
Well, I'll drink stuff in the store.
You know?
Yeah.
And so my point being is, well, this lady, the guy had some little gummy bears, a black guy, and so she went outside. He had the receipt for it, but she tried to say that she was security there. You know? And so people tried to say that she was showing up an AARP card, or she was showing up a buzz card.
She shows some fake ass credentials. Like,
you know, trying to say why you doing this is against the law. Why you doing it?
Citizens arrest.
right? Yeah. Hey, ARP card. Hold on.
And so it's just a lot of incidents that people, and when they have these Karen attacks and stuff like that, it's really kind of, it just trips me out because it's more and more every day.
I mean, there's some people that go beyond their means to like, you're like, dude, I'm just here chilling. Like, where was the one, was it here in Corpus? Where the guy got a parking spot and the lady was all like, that's my parking spot. She pulled the gun out. She pulled the gun out and she goes, that's my parking spot. He was all like, lady, it's
just a parking spot.
It's just a parking spot. I got here before you.
Speaking of, I was listening to Tommy the Hacker this morning.
Yeah.
And he's a whistler.
Mm-hmm.
When he's waiting in line, he whistles, right? And he was telling Angel and you know the world that he was whistling, and a guy in front of him was like, "Hey, you know, can you stop that?" And he thought the guy was kind of joking, so he went back to whistling.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're just waiting, and the guy's like, "Dude, like, it's annoying." And so Tommy was like, "Oh shit!" Like, damn, like. Excuse me,
What else
in
you
the
got on your
same
mind
line.
I want to throw a punch real quick. Bam!
He's in a good mood
No.
whistling, and that guy's like, I mean, how rude. I would just let the guy whistle.
Yeah. You're infringing on my freedom, bro.
You never
But he was
know
just so
these
rude.
days and times how
They're
people
so
are
rude.
about that can be agitated
I mean,
before you leave the house. You know, you
Yeah, they're ready to explode. It's just something.
It's just something that's just gonna tick them off by anything. They can look at somebody and drive somebody looking at like, what are you looking at? You know, oh, wow.
no, but for real, like, I mean, would you be annoyed if somebody's whistling behind you? I would listen in to be like, what's the tune?
Ooh, yeah, what's the tune?
Yeah, what are they-
You know,
what-
or else I might start whistling with you.
I
if I know
mean,
the
right.
tune.
I mean, I
You
guess
know?
it would depend. Are they a good whistler or was
Or
it
is
a
it
terrible whistler?
I don't even care. It's like they're in such a good mood, they're whistling.
Yeah.
They're passing time with sounds and
You know, to me, it would be like,
I would be
now,
like,
I'm
can you
gonna go
shut up
old
about
school.
crying baby?
If
That's
it was
different.
like the Andy Griffin show,
Yeah.
the Andy Griffin show.
I remember.
Okay,
Yeah.
that little whistle tune there,
Yeah.
something like that. You know, I'd be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, wouldn't be too bad.
Like, I can appreciate a good whistle, like Tom, but I mean, maybe the guy was just like, hey, bro, you mind, like, I mean, maybe the guy had a headache. Maybe he would just be
Who
like, yo.
cares? You're a fucking
I got a
public.
headache.
Get over it.
You standing in line. There's no.
Or you could be like, hey, whistle with me, bro. You know, do a
Or
duet.
I just didn't think he had to be so mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've had that happen to me before. I was on the phone talking, and there's a guy, I was eating at a restaurant, and the guy was like, hey, bro, you're talking really loud. I go, hey, thanks for letting me know, bro. Okay, hey, what's going on? and the guy was there, I was like, I don't really hear. So, I mean, I've definitely been in that kind of situation. And I know what it's like to be on the receiving end.
Yeah.
But I don't do that to people. Like,
I feel you.
I don't know, like, I mean, just babies. I mean, if there's a
Now,
crying
to
baby,
me-
I'll
to
get
me-
up and leave.
Let's
I
give
don't
it-
talk shit,
Yeah.
but
Cry your baby.
like,
You know.
we were at Chick-fil-A. I had just had a long day already. We had a photo shoot and all this other stuff, so I honestly didn't even want to go inside to eat. But Sam's like, let's go inside. So we go inside. I picked the fucking table by the crying kid that wasn't crying when I picked the table. And then he starts crying, and I'm like, Sam, when our food gets here, we have to leave. Like,
Got to go.
I'm not the one to look over at the parent and be like, can you control your fucking kid? But I'm also not the one that's going to sit there and I can't handle it, the screaming child.
Maybe that should be a thing. Be like, you know, the baby's crying. We're staring at you. You know, maybe it should be an
No,
indication.
so we got our food and we ended up going home. But I mean, it's just that, you know, a whistle guy in a line at the grocery store sitting next, you know.
Yeah, the
compared to
level's
sitting-
different. Yeah.
It's so different.
That's like
And
when
I
I went to
wasn't
watch.
rude towards them. I
Yeah.
just made my way out the door.
Well, and I say that's one of the other because they was there before you.
Yeah.
And if other people ain't complaining, why? Well, you ain't.
Oh,
gotta
nobody
do it.
else was sitting on that side. Now I know why.
Yeah,
though.
okay. There you go.
Everybody was on that other
I'll
Remember
tell you what
Spider-Man?
it does.
Spider-Man came out, No Way Home. The Spider-Man. Remember the new movie, the Spider-Man? Y'all seen it?
No, I haven't
No.
seen it. No.
Well, I was there, and there was a baby crying. I was like, no, get the baby out of here! No! Throw
Really? Well, I don't think you should be carrying the baby to the movie,
Everybody's
man.
hollering.
Unless
Yeah.
you're watching a baby movie, okay? You know, I know you can't. It's hard to get sitters these days. People to watch your child, or you know, whatever. But you
That
got
would
to.
tap them before the movie.
Yeah.
Let them sleep.
You know, I know you want to see it, but you're gonna have to wait. You know, another rough times. I've been riding buses. You know, I'm talking about long distance from here to Dallas. You know, and the woman gets on there with her 3 kids.
You gotta deal with it. Take headphones.
Man, take headphones and don't open up nothing to eat.
Yep.
You know, because if they're hungry, they're gonna be looking right at you.
And have a bunch of wipies.
You know, a
You see
bunch of them,
that?
man. If you're gonna give them some, just go ahead and give it to them. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but
Maybe
don't
they
give them no
won't.
candy.
Yeah.
Don't give them no candy. Give them something to put them to sleep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give them the, they be jumping around, you be back there in this long ride.
I'm
And
getting
what's wrong?
nauseous just off your energy.
You didn't have to drive. I know, but had 3 kids on there. You know, so
Yeah.
that's really a trip. And one little, a newborn, a toddler, and then a large,
Damn.
man, that's rough. That's
Yeah.
rough, man. Y'all travel like this? Ooh, I'm not trying to be anybody's sugar daddy right there.
Yeah, I remember taking the bus from here to Arizona.
And you
Yeah.
ran across that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
pretty
that?
crazy.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like, I just hope everybody showered today before they get on this bus, because we're gonna be out here for a minute. That's the worst thing.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh, or somebody's on there that's really intoxicated, and you know, because, oh, dude, how they let you on here? How did you get a ticket? I bought my ticket 2 weeks ago.
That's it.
I said, oh, Lord, I got to put up with this dude.
Yeah.
And it's an endurance. That, like, if you don't got patience and you want to practice on patience, take a bus.
Take a bus.
Take a bus.
Take a bus. okay? And the thing about it is, now the bus, they don't care. I've been on just recently, you know, somebody, they gonna put it to capacity. If you bought your ticket, you gone.
You
if
good,
they gotta
go.
make a stop somewhere that you don't see on your, for your destination and your layovers and stuff, we gotta stop through here, we gotta, what, it doesn't say this, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
You might be sitting somebody you don't want to sit next to, like you say. If their hygiene is bad, the hygiene is bad, it's bad.
I've never been on a bus like that. I mean, I've gone long distance on a bus, but with a bunch of cheerleaders. To
Oh,
cheer
yeah, that's
competition.
different.
Oh, so you had a good bus.
Yeah.
Now we talking about the bus
So
where,
I'm like
you
trying
got
to
dog
fathom
pound
it.
bus.
yeah,
You know?
like that's how it was. I
Man.
remember riding the trolley in California all the time. You see a bunch of crazy
So
stuff.
have you rode the trolley bus, the one that looks like a trolley?
Of course, that's the one that drops me off before you go to North Beach.
Does it look like a trolley inside?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
pretty
Is it?
much. Even the seats are very hard. I don't know what that little. This is softer than when you sit down on there. What they have.
I remember I
guess it's been a lot
stopped
of
him and I was like, "Is this the trolley? And how do I get out there?" Like, it's just a regular bus. You just get on and buy a bus ticket.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
it's cool.
See, that's what I thought. Like, the
Yeah,
trolley.
it's not like at the end where you can run it like, because I rode in San Francisco.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trolleys, the real trolley. You're like,
you can get off and charter, but if you don't have good coordination, you're gonna fall and bust your ass.
oh yeah.
Okay, so that was back in the '80s and stuff like that. I don't think it's that much different, but here it's not too bad. It's just not on the rail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's okay. It's okay.
They
You
have
know?
those new horse carriages coming down here too.
Oh
When that
yeah,
one
yeah.
guy- yeah.
I know they got him in San Antonio.
Yeah, the
my
guy, and it's pretty cool. The weather comes up, and I saw him, coming down
Horses.
up River Road, and it turns into La Pan by Miller High School. I said, "What's going on here?"
They got him here.
and then,
Yeah,
and then
that's
he
what I'm
comes
saying.
downtown. He
Yeah.
rides for a good little
Trying to
distance,
find out
man.
where they have it at.
You know,
I
and
wanna
he
do that.
rides around.
Right?
the
I want to
line.
do it.
I
And
wanna
it's
do
really
that.
cool. I think it's really
Sounds
cool
about that. We should
until.
do it.
Right.
Okay, now everything is fine. Till the horse got to take a crap.
That's okay. We have horses. We got
Okay.
land. We've been
Yeah.
Oh, y'all good with that?
Well, I
then?
know they have them in the bluff.
they put little pooper bags under their belly.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's understandable.
So the
But that
horses
just
are running
remind
around with
me-
little
It's
pooper
just
bags.
doing it, just dropping nuggets of gold right there.
Man, you stepped in some horse shit.
It's all grass
Forrest
anyways.
Gump, what did he
Oh,
say? Shit
man.
happens.
Yeah. Bro,
Well,
you totally ran to that horse shit. He goes,
Yeah,
shit
shit
happens.
happens.
What happened?
Well, we in the 22 minutes of this. I'm feeling really good. This is a good conversation we have about everything. I appreciate you coming. Got
I'm
a
glad
shout
to
out.
see you
want to
again.
shout out
It's
to
been a minute.
anybody?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Britney Spears. Whoop, whoop, girl, with your conservatorship. And don't let Jamie fucking keep talking shit. And make sure you stay on top of your mama's stuff. We like homegirls now. I follow her all the time since my life.
Okay.
But no, seriously, she's been going through some shit. She's finally out of her conservatorship. They just did a podcast with her sister telling her side of the story. And it took me, 3 or 4 days. You came over that one day and I was like, I'm getting so mad I have to stop listening. Because the sister plays both cards, the
Yeah.
victim card and the
Yeah.
I helped card. And you don't know what to believe. And her parents, the best point about it all is Britney and Jamie Lynn Spears were raised by the same parents. So if Britney was going through shit with her parents, you just assumed Jamie was going through some shit too.
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
a teen mom,
Yeah.
So, Britney for keeping her cool and still
She
being
FaceTimed her.
sexy. She's all
Like-
sexy on Instagram right now. Britney has her Instagram out and she's doing little videos for little outfits and getting her sexy back and
Okay.
liberation. And that's a lot for a lot of women because a lot of women aren't in conservatorships, but they're in marriages where they don't have freedom or they're
Pretty much the same thing.
yeah, and it's
Right.
like, flirt with yourself.
There you go. I like that. How about you guys? You want to shout out to anybody there, Rudy?
I give a shout out to my best friend Fel. She's always been there, helped me out. Her and Sammy have always been there, helped me out. Good people. So I feel blessed.
Because we love you.
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah, well, I seen y'all been hanging out, having dinner every month somewhere.
Yeah,
know,
yeah, we
chilling
go and
and
do
stuff
random
that.
things
Yeah,
and,
cool. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, my down days though, I'm like, I got margarita with me.
I just want to shout out to all my comedy friends as usual.
Yeah.
Tina La Cucina's doing a great thing, hosting a lot of places, Comedy's really strong. They having open mics left and right. Open mics at the new Mesquite Street South.
I
on
saw that. It looks
Tuesdays.
nice. They bought out
Yeah.
that gym.
And then,
It looks amazing. Isn't it open already?
yeah. And then with we're supposed to have an open mic tonight. you
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah, and then of course I don't know if they still gonna have one downtown here in Mesquite Street. They should, and then the Comics Live or South Bronx Pizza. People just doing good things, and you know, I'm gonna hit it back strong next month.
Still got entertainment flowing.
You know, that's it, because I got some things going on. The hooks are coming back in. You know, so I'm just gonna do what I gotta do.
San Antonio a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
how'd that
so
go?
I'm really good. Oh, it went great, man. I loved it. You know, Pre-Tail Brewing Company. Thanks to Raymond Roberts and everybody, man. And I have all my comedy friends there in San Antonio. And February the 22nd at the Exchange, there's going to be some heavy hitters, man. You know, Quasi Williams coming here, Bobby Smith, you know, the owner of the Upstage Comedy Lounge in San Antonio.
Okay.
And along with Jerry Debo Smith from the Loud Pack, you know, and I'm going to be on that ticket with them, man, and Tina's hosting it, so it's going to be really
good.
special.
Dang, we need to get a schedule out.
Yeah, so we can get
start
ready and go.
posting for
Just
you.
go and chop it up, you know. Now that show actually, to me, no disrespect to the Exchange, but that ought to be at the Street South with them.
Some big
because
venues.
these guys, and so it's all good though. That's that networking.
I
And
was
when I
gonna
go to
say,
San
the Exchange may be
Antonio,
trying to
man,
get their
and get it
up
on,
and
so
up.
it's really good. So,
Yeah.
you know, I just wanted to say,
Because I see the lineup for the Mesquite, and they got some funny people. With Rob Schneider coming down. They got the guy from, who was it, Rocky Man? When he played Rocky Man?
don't give me the line, man. I ain't gonna get the line. You know, anything.
I mean, it's cool. And I
But
like
things
these
are going to
comedy
get
shows.
better, and I just hope that people can stay focused and stay upbeat. You know, if you're dealing with this pandemic, the Omicron, just do the right thing that's best for you. You know,
Yeah.
and just keep moving. Okay.
Yep.
So my name is Mr. Wendell, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you.
Peace.
Yeah.